We've got an up-and-coming hip-hop artist coming to you guys in the next episode of Sideline Sports Podcast. Welcome to Sideline Sports Podcast. If you're not on the sideline, it's not Sideline Sports Podcast. Welcome to another installment of Sideline Sports Podcast. I'm the host, Alex Naveca, where if you're not on the sideline, it's not Sideline Sports Podcast, the source of all of your SoCal sports. But we're going to take a break this week for sports because we're bringing in a very familiar face, not only to me, but to you guys as well. We brought him on the podcast back in May, and it's Kai Robancho Smith, and otherwise known as Robancho 13. Kai, thank you so much for being on the show once again. And man, I just feel like the last time you were on the show, you were just starting your hip-hop career, and now look at you. Just want K's and K's and K's of views. How you doing, man?
I mean, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me. This is a great experience. You were my first interview ever, and I had a couple interviews after that, but I would say, I'm glad to be back, for sure.
And, I think the viewers are going to be pretty surprised that, hey, Kai's back on the show. So, I mean, we're happy to have you back. We all want to know what has been going on since the last time you came on. I know you were coming out with some songs. I know you were telling me that, every so often you'd come out with something. But what's new? What's going on? You've come out with so many.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have only 6. I don't think that's a lot for me, but for other people, yeah, it's a lot. So I have 6 songs out. So the last time we talked, I only had 1 or 2. So yeah, I've been working, and I have 20 unreleased songs right now. So my plan is just to release a song, 2 or maybe 3 songs a month, and then just keep on going from there. And then, but since last time we talked, a lot's been going on, just working, doing the interviews, music videos, I'm really taking it serious now. I've been taking it serious, but it's going, lots going on right now.
Absolutely. And I think the last time we even talked as well, you were saying that you're playing some hoops, and you still got those hops? You still got that arc?
Nah, I don't be playing like that. But I'm still good though. I'm still good for sure. But I don't be playing like that no more. Just
you think I got a shot to beating you then if I were to go on the hoops?
Nah. No, never. I'm just kidding.
No, you guys got to check him out in the gym. This guy seriously has some hops. I mean, this guy can fly, and I mean it, fly. You've got it, man. I remember when you and I used to work out and practice on our jumps and our leaps. You gave me some pretty good workouts. That was last year.
Dude, I remember that actually. That was a long time ago. It was it was 50 inches we were doing?
Yeah, it was high. You'll probably end up jumping over me, if anything.
You too, you were doing high too. I wouldn't expect you to jump that high actually. I was surprised myself. You was actually teaching me some things.
A lot of people don't expect me to have hops, but I mean, what has been having hops are these songs that you've been creating, man. I mean, you've been creating a lot of different types. You've been creating more of the slower type of songs. You're telling me you're creating more of a upbeat. I mean, my personal favorite is Molly Raw, the one that you created. I mean, that one's pretty cool, and I think a lot of fans, just like you guys, really enjoyed that song. So what were you thinking when you put this song together? Did you think this would be the song?
Oh, no. It's funny because, a lot of people say, that's their favorite song, or, Nobody But You, or Memories, or it's, a lot of people say different things, but Molly Raw is for sure one of them that, a lot of people say. And when I went in there, I didn't really have much to thought. That was my first time recording a song with my producer, Little Nunu, first song ever. So I just went in there, and then I was just I already had a little verse, and I just said that one verse, and then it started flowing after that. So I didn't really have already written things the whole song. I just had little bits and parts. That's with every song though. I go in there, I have a couple verses, and I just make my song like that. Yeah.
So I know for those of you guys that don't know, but I'd like to ask Kai once again. From the last time I asked you, what do you want people to know you by? For a friendly reminder to you guys, if you guys don't know, what do you want the fans to make you be known about?
I forgot what I said last time, but honestly I did. But this time I'll say I forgot what I said. So I just want my fans to know me as a person that is always going to give positive energy, and I just want everyone to know that they can literally achieve anything you want to. That sounds cliche, but you know, you can't just think about it and it's going to happen. You have to manifest it, do it, be consistent, be positive, you know, always surround yourself with people that are positive. So that's like the message I want to portray. Just like, you know, you could accomplish anything, and you got to have the right mindset and just be positive, really. That's like the message, you know. And then my music wise, my message, I have a lot of different songs. Like some I just want to have like lyrical stuff, and other ones turn up. But like overall, I just want people to know, like, you know, life is too short to just be sad about little things, you know. Just gotta live life, think positive, even when things are going bad, you know. Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know what? I was happy enough to be able to get you onto this show, so that's a big accomplishment for us, the Sideline Sports Podcast crew. And now, what is coming up? Like, what do you think is going to be like the next moves for you?
Well, like I said, I have like 20 unreleased songs. I don't know how I'm going to release it. It could be like an EP, could be singles, but for right now, it's probably going to be singles, since I just released I just released a music video, 2 days ago, something like that. Probably going to release a song in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, and then just probably release another song. But yeah, the Tonight, I have this song called Tonight. It's unreleased. A lot of people like it, and that has a music video, and it's about to come out. So that one's gonna be tough. That one's gonna be tight.
I mean, I think the last one that you came out with, because of the rioting that was going on here in LA and such, you got a lot of, this is real life footage, because you're out there and you're getting all this footage. And the last song that you came out with, what went through your mind when you created this? I mean, there was a lot of people, you know, thinking a lot of things and such when the riots were going on and such. How were you able to construct a song like that?
Well, it's crazy you said that, because I forgot I released that song. First of all, when I went in there, I didn't really think I was gonna make a song like that. I just went in there and I freestyled the very first, like, I got money on my mind part, and then after that, I just freestyled the cops part, you know, shooting people left and right, blah blah blah. And then I just started going on from there. So I didn't really have a thought process like that. Like all my songs, I don't go in there like I'm gonna have us like talk about a certain topic. It comes out. But at that moment, since all the writings were happening, I just chose to talk about that, and then just mix some other things in there, and then that's how it came out. But then the actual video part, I recorded that with my camera, and then like I was actually in the riots and stuff, and like there was breaking stuff down. It was crazy. I was like, you know, this song right here talks about it, and I already recorded a video of it, so I might as well just mash it in together and just make a song out of it. You feel me?
Man, that's crazy. Like, when you were recording, did you think you were gonna make a song out of it, or were you just recording, you know, just so you can have, you know, just have that footage?
Nah, like I said, when I recorded, I wasn't thinking about that. I just recorded it, and it came out, you know? I didn't think about like I'm gonna make a song for the protest. No, I just made the song. And then the footage, I was like, dang, this song relates to it, so I might as well just use it. It happened like coincidentally, really. Like I didn't plan it out. It's crazy. I don't know, it's weird. I just go with the flow, really. Yeah.
Dang, so it just comes to you, like maybe you're in the shower, or you're just like at work and you're just like, boom, oh my God, it just came to me. This is what I'm gonna do. Is that how it works with you?
Yeah, basically in the studio, that's how it works. That's how it's been working out, to be honest. Like, I don't know, I just go with the flow, man. I go with the flow of it.
And just like that, going with the flow of things, we're going to take a quick break. But when we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about Robancho 13's game plans, what's to come, and a little bit more about his previous songs. And talk a little bit about what motivates Robancho 13 and creating these songs. But don't want to step away. If you're not on the sideline, it's not Sideline Sports Podcast. We'll be right back.
Kai Robancho Smith, hip hop artist and men's basketball player, and you're watching Sideline Sports Podcast.
And welcome back to the second half of Sideline Sports Podcast. I'm the host, Alex Naveca, where if you're not on the sideline, it's not Sideline Sports Podcast, the source of all of your SoCal sports. And again, with me is Robancho13, otherwise known as Kai Robancho Smith. First half, we were talking a little bit about his newest songs and some of the things about these new ones that came out, and we talked briefly on what's to come. Now, Kai, are you able to give us a little bit of a sneak peek on what's to come, or like what's next? Because these are coming in hot right now, like red hot tortillas right now. What's coming up?
More R&B songs.
More
I'll
R&B.
say that. More slow songs. But I have hard songs too, turn up songs. Yeah, that's about it. That's about it. Like more R&B. I'm gonna be very versatile. It's not just gonna be hardcore. I got party songs, turn up songs, slow songs. The upcoming is gonna be, you're gonna see my versatile side. How about that? It's not just gonna be like trap. It's gonna be versatile. Yeah.
I think that's going to be good for you to be able to attract all markets, you know, like you're not just going to have hard stuff. You're also going to have like the R&B, you're going to have the slow stuff, you know, those love songs, you know, some people like those hard songs, or some people like the breakup songs, those sad ones, you know.
Breakup songs.
Those have to be pretty hard for you, huh?
Yeah, I have a lot of breakup songs that are unreleased, low key. Like 7, 8 that are unreleased. I was thinking about dropping the EP called Heartbreak Suck, but I don't know. I don't know yet. We'll see. Whatever happens, happens.
What would you say is the most difficult for you to make? Is it the hard stuff? Is it more of the happier songs, the sad breakup songs, or which one's the hardest?
Difficult? It'll make me like actually work and like actually be tough.
Yeah, like you got to put overtime in the studio.
Probably like R&B. That's why I want to make R&B songs. Like, I'm not gonna release anything that sucks though. You know, if it's an R&B song, it gotta be good. So like, I'm trying to push myself. I literally like set a goal. I'm gonna work on R&B songs for this whole month. So I've been like working on it, and then I'm gonna start singing more, hear my vocals and everything. But I'll say R&B is probably the most like toughest like genre right now. I can make a turn up song. Like, I've been making turn-up songs, really, so I could do that, and then party songs I could do. Just R&B I want to work on more. Mm-hmm. That's more tough for me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Guy, what would you say has been the most successful part in your journey as far as becoming a hip-hop artist?
Successful part is just, like, when people hit me back up and say, like, you inspired me type stuff. That's probably the most successful thing, because, like, that, like, means a lot. You know, when my lyrics or my songs could like actually inspire someone else, that's like probably the most successful thing right now. You know, I could say like, oh, money wise, I didn't get no money for it, but like I don't think money is like, it's a success for sure, but that's not like what I really am like really working for. So it's like more than just money. It's more like the positivity. So that's why the success to me comes from like when other people come back to me and say, dude, like your song is amazing, that shit like really hits a heart, like I love it, like that's like really what's successful to me, and people hit me with that like a lot. So that's, I don't know, I feel like I feel good with that. Like I feel like that's successful to me, you know, when people see the message that I give and then they take it how they take it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then you're coming out with some more music videos. I feel like majority of your songs have just been, you know, audio only, but you've been coming out with more of the music videos, and it seems like a lot of the people are responding pretty positive to those music videos. Where do you get your ideas from to come up with the music video? I'm assuming it's based off of the song, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, I actually have a video crew. Sakor Hyped. I don't know if I pronounced you guys right. Sakor Hyped. I think that's how you pronounce it. But they recorded my last music video, Nobody But You. They edited it. They picked the place. I just like helped them out a little bit, like, oh, you should do that. So like with the video editing, comes from them, really. It doesn't come from me, from the last music video. And for the next music video, they're also recording the same thing. So yeah, that's how I get it like that. It's really them who do that.
Mm-hmm. Well, the music videos are coming in pretty good. Songs are coming in pretty crazy, pretty good lyrics right then and there. Man, you just had your very first concert. You opened up for somebody, but next thing you know, I think in the future you're gonna be closing down the show, bringing down the home. But what was that like for you, getting to be in a concert, performing live?
Oh yeah, I opened up for YKJ. Shout out YKJ for having me out. I hit him up on Instagram because he said he needed someone. That's how it happened. And when I was there performing, it was about like 10 people. I'll tell you who showed up. It was my mom, Marvin, Kobe, Erica, Alonzo, and they showed up, and then some other of his friends showed up. There's about like 10 to 12 people in the crowd, but I was going and everybody was lit. Everybody was going to it. Even though it was that like 12 people, like I still loved it. Like it was lit, and I played like some unreleased songs. They were getting lit to it and turned, and then it was like a great experience. Honestly, I actually really loved it. Yeah, I'm actually happy I had that, that experience.
Was there anything in particular that really stood out to you when you were performing?
Yeah, eye contact is one crazy thing you got to do for sure. Because like if you're not interacting with the crowd, they're not going to really interact with you. And breaths, I got to take a lot of breaths because I was losing my breath. And stage performance, like you got to like be active. That's one thing I learned from that one time I performed. Yeah, it's like little things, that you won't really notice until you actually do it. Yeah.
Were you pretty stiff, pretty nervous, had the jitters before the game? Before the,
it was like a game, though. It was though like a game.
It was almost like a basketball game for you.
That's what I was thinking about.
But was it, how did you start to feel relaxed, feel comfortable?
Well, I wore a duck outfit. So I was not
nice.
I was not I was like nervous at first. I was like, these people are probably gonna boo me or like really like me because like I have a duck outfit. Like who does that? So at first I was like kind of nervous, but then after I played my first song, Mally Raw, I played that one very first. After I played that song, I got used to it because like they were getting into it, And it was like I could tell when I was singing my lyrics, the people were like, okay, and then I was like, okay, that's when I know like I'm good now. So it was probably after the first song, Mally Raw, I felt comfortable, but before that, I didn't because I had a freaking duck outfit. I was like, that was my decision too. That was my decision.
Was there any reason why you wore the duck outfit? Do you want the fans to know it's a significant meaning, or
I said, like just for publicity, just to be like, oh, why did he perform in a duck outfit? Like I want to see what music he makes. Like it's gonna make people like want to think like what music I make. I actually kind of worked, it worked because people liked it, and then now they're following me now, like they like my songs, so it's like it worked. Probably gonna do it again. Well, I'm not a duck outfit. I'll probably wear something else.
Maybe another animal, or is it just?
Yeah, there you go, another animal. I could do something crazy. I don't know. We'll see. Next performance I have, pull up to something different.
There you go. We'll just have to wait for that next performance, right?
Yeah. Exactly, man. Just wait. I don't know when it's gonna be, but it's gonna happen. More songs though, for sure, before that.
So Kai, one final question for you. How do you want to finish up this year? You can't just finish up the year without a bang. You got to finish 2020. You got to close this chapter of the book, and you got to just finish it. Finish strong. How are you going to do that?
I'm gonna finish off the year strong by having at least 10K on one video, on on one song, any song, just 10K. That's it. That's my goal.
Well, Kai, that is a pretty good goal right there. You guys can check out all of his songs, all of his music on his YouTube channel. I'll make sure to put all of it down in the description below. You guys can check out his social media handles as well. I'll also provide that. You guys want to check out his music. He's coming out with with really good stuff. Make sure to check it out. But that's all the time we have left here on Sideline Sports Podcast. We thank you all so much for tuning into this one. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please give this episode a thumbs up. Also, hit the subscribe button down below because, yes, we're all about talking about sports, but we're going to throw you some curveballs, going to throw you some change-ups, and we're going to bring guests like Kai Robancho Smith, aka Robancho 13, to come out on the podcast as well. So you just never know who you're going to get on the podcast. So again, thank you so much for tuning in to this one. And again, thank you to Kai for coming back on.
Thank you for having me. Next time I come here, I'm going to have 20K on a video.
There you go, guys. Be on the lookout for those 20K or even 10K on any of his songs, or maybe even all of them. As I'm Alex Naveja, the host of Sideline Sports Podcast, signing off from this one. Have a good night, everybody. Of course, if you're not on the sideline, it's not Sideline Sports Podcast. Have a good evening, everybody.